Hello and welcome back to The Mechanic Cooks. Today we're making stuffed chicken thighs with a spinach and feta filling. The chicken stays juicy, the skin gets crisp, and the filling turns creamy and rich inside. For this recipe, I'm using bone-in chicken thighs and removing the bone myself. You can absolutely start with boneless thighs if that's easier. It saves a step and the recipe will still work just fine. Start by trimming away some of the excess fat and loose skin. Bone-in thighs usually come with quite a bit still attached, and cleaning them up a little makes the finished dish look nicer and helps the skin crisp more evenly. After trimming, go ahead and remove the bone, keeping the meat in one piece so it can be opened up flat. The only trade-off is that boneless thighs often come without the skin, and that crispy skin is really one of the best parts of this dish. When it cooks in the oven and finishes under the broiler, it adds texture and a lot of flavor. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and head over to themechaniccooks.com for more great recipes. The ingredients list and a link are in the description. Once the thighs are deboned, lightly pound them to an even thickness. You're not trying to make them thin, just flatten them slightly so they cook evenly and are easier to roll around the filling. Chicken thighs are naturally uneven, so this helps level things out and gives you a nice surface for the stuffing. Now for some seasoning. Salting the skin helps it dry out slightly, which makes it crisp up much better when it cooks in the oven. The meat side gets black pepper, oregano, basil, and crushed rosemary. I'm not adding salt because the filling contains feta and parmesan, and both these cheeses bring quite a bit of their own salt. Once the thighs are seasoned, let them sit and rest for about 15 minutes while we prepare the filling. Start with fresh baby spinach. Just wilt it in the pan with a little oil until the leaves collapse. Spinach holds a surprising amount of water, so once it's wilted, you want to squeeze out as much moisture as possible. If you leave the water in, the filling can become loose and watery while the chicken cooks. After squeezing it dry, give the spinach a quick chop so it mixes evenly with the cheeses. Into a bowl with a few cloves of garlic through a press. The rest of the filling is a mixture of cream cheese, mozzarella, feta, parmesan, a spoonful of sour cream, and a pinch of red pepper flakes. This combination gives you a creamy texture, but still enough flavor from the feta and parmesan to keep it balanced. One thing to watch here is the salt. Feta is already quite salty, and the parmesan adds more. So go easy when seasoning the mixture. You can always adjust later if needed. Once the filling is mixed together, spoon a small amount into each chicken thigh. You don't need a lot here. A couple of tablespoons is usually plenty. If you overfill them, the cheese will simply spill out while the chicken cooks. Fold the thighs around the filling and tie them with kitchen string to keep everything in place. Arrange them in a lightly oiled baking tray with the skin facing up. The chicken goes into a 375-degree oven and cooks for about 30 minutes. Because we're using thighs, cook them to an internal temperature of around 175 degrees. Thigh meat actually benefits from that slightly higher temperature because it helps to break down the connective tissue and keeps the meat tender and juicy. Once they're cooked through, switch on the broiler for a couple of minutes to finish the skin. After they come out of the oven, let the chicken rest for about 10 minutes. That gives the filling time to set slightly so it stays creamy inside instead of running out onto the plate. This is a simple dish, but it feels a little special, and it's a great way to turn chicken thighs into something a bit more interesting.